Okay, guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question from the chapter 4 of Engineering Mechanics by Meriam, and the elements of the bicycle center pull brake are shown in this figure. And we have two brake arms that can freely rotate about fixed pivots at C and D, so they can rotate freely about these points. And we know if the brake cable tension applied at H is 160 newtons, so the force T that we have in here is 160 newtons, and we need to determine the normal force exerted on the wheel by brake E or F. So obviously we have a symmetrical system. If we just consider one half, the other half would be the same. And as always, we need to dismantle the system at first, and we're going to use our equilibrium assumption and the equations that we have to find the unknown. So let's start with the free body diagram of this part. So we're going to have the force T, which is 160 newtons on top, and we're going to have two forces in here. Again, because of the symmetry, they are the same. So we're just going to call it F. And we have three equations. Sum of all forces in X equals 0. Same for Y and same for moment. And looks like if we do the sum of all forces in Y for this one, let's just call X and Y in here, we should be able to find the force F on one condition if we just figure this angle here, if we just call it theta, which is not that hard to find, because if we look at this right triangle in here, we have this side 30 and the adjacent would be 15 plus 6 or 21. So the theta would be tangent inverse of 30 over 21. So let's see what we get for this. So tangent inverse of 30 divided by 21, that's going to be 55 degrees. And let's do our y equations, where we have the force T positive since it's upward and minus 2f, and the y component would be sine of theta or sine of 55 degrees, again 2f because we have two forces. So our f is going to be T, which was 160 newton, divided by 2 sine of 55 degrees. Let's see what we get. Oh, I don't think you guys saw the tangent inverse value. So 30 divided by 21, so 55. And 160 divided by 2 sine of 55. That's going to give us 97.7 newtons as for the F. And now we can move on to another member. We can go either with this part or the one on the other side, really doesn't matter. So for this one, we're going to have the force F applying at this point, and we're going to have the normal force that the question is asking. We can call it NE. And all we need to do for this one is just to find the moment about point C. Counterclockwise positive, so we're going to have the moment of force F, and we need to resolve that force into two components to use our 2D shortcut. And we can see that both of them are going to make a counterclockwise moment. So positive, one of them was the vertical one would be F sine of theta, which was 55. And the distance that we need is going to be, it's going to clean up the figure because it's kind of hard to see now, but let's see how we can find that distance. Okay, the distance that we have and we are looking for would be the distance from C to, so we're going to need the distance from C to line of action of our vertical force, which is here. So we can find this distance easy. It's going to be 15 plus 19, which is going to be 34. And we're going to have the same thing on this side too. And we're going to have this little distance in here, which is 6 millimeter. So this is going to be 68, and 68 plus 6 is going to give us 74. So we just have to watch for all of these little distances that we have. And for the horizontal component, it's much easier. It's going to be f cosine of 55. This angle is our 55 degrees. And for finding the horizontal component, this is pretty easy. So this is the line of action. We are looking for this distance, which is 25. Pretty straightforward. And we're going to have the moment of NE about C. That's going to be a clockwise moment. So negative NE times, we know this is the normal force. It's already perpendicular to this distance. And we know this distance is 44 millimeters. And this should give us NE or NF, again, because of the symmetry, they are the same. And that's going to be 97.7. You can just factor that 25 cosine of 55 plus 74 sine of 55. So let's just calculate this value. Is going to be the final answer for this question. So that's going to be a ratio 97.7, 25 cosine of 55 plus 74 sine of 55 divided by 44. And this is going to give us 166.44 newtons as the final answer for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.